It's Tuesday, day 5. As you can see, I'm back in me 90 because I don't feel well again. I'm not in pain, it's my stomach this time. I suffer from IBS and IC, which is interstitial cystitis, which is basically like little ulcers on your bladder that flare up like any stomach ulcer if you have any acidic foods and stuff like that. And my IBS is triggered by high fat, high dairy, and too much roughage. So the diet that I've been on plus the medication last night triggered an IBS attack. So even though I was no longer in leg pain, I was sat on the toilet constipated, then with stomach cramps. So I have not been happy. So I'm going to basically try and translate and write them a nice little letter today, trying to explain to them about my dietary needs and just try and see if I can have something that's vegetarian but also no dairy. I mean, I don't even know if they do a vegan thing in Germany. No dairy, no spice. That should be interesting. Well, I'll let you know. Also, an additional note, my room smells like farts. I've had to open the window, and this is really embarrassing because there's no fan in the toilet behind me, right? So you switch the lights on and you, like normally you hear, ooh, the fan goes on, and I've had an upset stomach and my room smells like the bog of eternal stench. So I've sprayed with deodorant the best I can and opened the window, and it's about 7 o'clock now, and they're going to come in about 8, 9ish with breakfast. A fellow patient who's helping me out, who's also an amputee, I won't give you his name or anything here just for privacy reasons, but he's been really helpful. He's popping in at 8:30 to help me deal with some paperwork things and everything, some translation stuff. So it's going to be interesting to watch him walk into this fog. Oh, so yeah. Good morning, or guten Morgen. It's day 6, and they've taken out the drip pipe yesterday night, and God, that hurt. The doctor came in and he said, oh, we take out today, and I'm like, oh, right, great, yeah, so I can be more mobile and move around. And he said, I says to him, will it hurt? And I expect him to say, no, okay, you know, that sort of thing that usual doctors say. He said, no, it hurt lots. And I'm like, okay. And then he said, you want out fast or slow? And I'm like, fast, please. And he went, okay. So he got hold of the end of my stump, which is already very, very sore and tender, squeezed it, and I'm like, and then he got hold of the tube and pulled, and it felt like this plastic tube that was over my tender muscle and nerves, whipping past it, which was already uncomfortable. That lasted for a few seconds, but then the most pain was when it was actually out and my muscles all sort of like reacted to having this thing run over it. So it was like, and I nearly bent the bed rail. and oh god, that was so painful. And then it settled down and I took some painkillers. So that's that done. So I've just got a plaster over it now, 2 plasters, and because of the warfarin, which they inject into you daily as well, it was bleeding a lot, so they put quite a few plasters on. And the other thing is the tablets. Like I told you, I've stopped taking the codeine and the morphine because it was just really ravaging my stomach. I'm just sticking to paracetamol and ibuprofen, other version of. I've stopped taking the calcium carbonate tablets, which they come in like these like fizzy tablets that come in a little cup. Now, you're supposed to take those for the health of your bones, but I found out on looking on the internet that I was having really bad constipation, and this was bad constipation because of the calcium carbonate, because what it does is it absorbs all water in your bowel, as well as, you know, provide calcium. But I'm having cheese 3 times a day, so I'm getting plenty of calcium. So I wrote a note to the doctor saying, please can I swap this for a calcium supplement and a vitamin D tablet. It hadn't got back to me, so I just thought, chuck it, when they gave it to me. So it's been 2 days since not taking those, and I'm okay. My bowels are slowly getting back to normal, just drinking plenty of water. And other than that, I'm seeing Dr. Askoff on Thursday, which is tomorrow, and I can't wait to go home now. I'm just so tired. It's very noisy here. The helicopter goes past at least 5 times a day. The helicopter pad's only over there, and these big doors clang every time somebody goes in and out of them, and there's 10 beside each other, so it's like can during the night and everything. So I'm pretty tired, and I just want my own bed and my own pillow. So let's see what day 7 brings. Oh, in addition, my leg, the pain, basically if I move my leg in any way, it hurts. It sends like a shockwave of pain if you do it. It's basically because you've got your bone inside your stump, and then if you move your bone, just like to lift your leg up or just to shuffle or whatever, it's moving slightly against whatever material is inside your leg. So it's moving against all that sore and tender muscle. And also on the end here, there's a metal bit, because obviously the metal rod is now inside my femur bone. So it's going, so it's like, so I basically have to get hold of my leg if I'm going to like swing out of bed to go to my wheelchair to go to the toilet, and then hold it, swing it, coming back. This obviously will ease with time, but it's just warning you that when you first have that drain out, to hold your leg and make small movements. Morning, it's day 6 of after the operation, and day 7 in hospital. Getting pretty homesick now. I've shown you my leg. You can see it. Okay. It's got the wrapping still on it. Dr. Askoff, well, it's actually pronounced Asoff, is coming to see me this afternoon, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll say that I'll be able to go home because all that needs doing is my stitches coming out, which my local doctor will be able to do. And if there's any problems, I can see my plastic surgeon, Dr. Dewar. The pain is now like a mild ache. Last night it kept me awake, so I had to take some painkillers, but it was that annoying, no matter where you put it, it ached, but it's not really bad pain anymore. It only does that shooting pain if I try to use my leg like you would normally, where you move it, to go into the wheelchair. So I just still hold on to it and then slowly move, but it is getting better. So I'll update you what Dr. Assoff says when he comes in this afternoon. Ascoff's just been, and Assoff, and he said that I can go home tomorrow. Yay! So as soon as he left the room, I booked my flight. I already started packing my bag. I'm dreaming of a cheese-free diet. And vegetables, lots and lots of vegetables. So yeah, see you on the other side. One of the things I'm not going to miss when we leave here. Do you hear that? That, I just hop over to my window. And I got my window here. That is over and down there. They're doing building work, and every day from about, feels like 8 o'clock till about 5, 6 o'clock, there's drilling and things like that. And then above it, that tower there, a helicopter lands about 5 times a day. Because all this, you can see, is all part of the hospital. So they bring them from all around. And that's Poe, my little bird scarer. Their little bird scarers on the side here. Might kidnap him and take him home. So yeah. My first flight on my own. Ooh. About to take off, and I'm on my seat on my own, and there's not many people on the plane.